Welcome to another edition of the Recruited Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson. I have big news coming out of Raiderland as Texas Tech has made a big addition to the roster in the form of TCU grad transfer TJ Storment. It's a 6'7", 325-pound monster who was a second-team All-Big 12 performer, according to the Associated Press last season. And that was his only year at TCU, but he started 7 games. TCU had a winning record over that span. And Storment is a guy who, first off, he's an offensive tackle. You can write it down in ink that if he's healthy, he's going to be one of your starting tackles. I don't know if he'll be left or right tackle, but he's going to start at tackle for Texas Tech next fall. And he fills a very big need that the Red Raiders had this offseason. I would say, other than quarterback, and one could make an argument for safety, which they also fill with Marcus Waters, a grad transfer from Duke, by the way, who's already on campus. But other than that, I would say you can make the argument that offensive tackle, like finding a quality, experienced offensive tackle, was the biggest task ahead of this coaching staff this offseason. And man, TJ Storment is the guy. Like I said on in the story on InsideTheRedRaiders.com, is that this is a huge deal for Texas Tech. This is the guy they needed. Obviously, I think the tie there was Sonny Cumbie, who was the offensive coordinator at TCU. He comes over to Tech. Storment follows him from TCU to Tech. Now, Storment only has the 1 year of eligibility remaining, but man, he has gotten the most out of his eligibility. He played at TCU last year, very good year. He started 12 games at Colorado State the year before. He was at Fullerton College in California. And then he was also at Old Dominion for a couple years. He redshirted and then played some as a redshirt freshman way back in the day. He's originally from the state of North Carolina. He was a 3-star recruit at one point, I think coming out of junior college actually. He was a multi-sport athlete there in high school in North Carolina. He played baseball as well, which I know Coach Wells likes. But I think if you're a Red Raider fan, there hasn't been just a ton of good football news. It's just been kind of you throw in, even on the hardwood, the tough loss earlier this week to West Virginia. This just hadn't been really a great week in terms of being a Red Raider fan. But man, this is a huge get. This is, I think a lot of times people try to overhype some of these additions, but this was big. This was one that I was waiting on. There was some red tape that Texas Tech and Storment had to go through to make it final, but it's final. The Red Raiders have announced it. They issued a press release. Coach Wells already has a quote on it saying how excited he is about the addition. He's set to enroll this right now, basically, so that he can take part in spring ball, which is expected to start in March. So I think it's hard to say for sure with schedules and anything in the COVID era, but I think there is a lot of optimism that there will be a spring ball this year, and it will start in March, and there's no spring break, so they might go through. I don't know what the schedule will look like yet exactly, but just that I've confirmed it is expected to happen. It is expected to start in March. So, and TJ Storment is one of actually 9 scholarship guys, 9 scholarship midterm enrollees. So you got 4 freshmen, 4 transfers, and 4 freshmen from high school, 4 transfers, and then the junior college offensive lineman. They're addressing the offensive line position. I like what they're doing, and it was some much-needed good news there on a Friday evening, really. So, good stuff. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.